Okay, we have to watch this one. I can't remember. I don't know if it's sponsored or if they just sent her something. But I briefly overheard it, and she just sounded so ungrateful and rude.
Hello, yes, hi. Ipsy took over BoxyCharm. Time to tell you if it's worth staying on BoxyCharm, because...
Oh my gosh, or did you just get a subscription on your own? I can't even understand her sometimes.
I avoided Ipsy for a reason. I had Ipsy a long time ago. I didn't like it. And also, I hate the new website. Like, give us the option to have the same BoxyCharm layout.
Okay, there's no way people are sponsoring her and sending her this stuff.
Like, I don't like it. Also, it's like bright white. I'm sorry, I struggle with reading things on websites that aren't black. So just so you know, Ipsy, you fucked up already.
Oh my god.
Same subscription, you know, I love now with more perks than ever. Okay. You choose 3? I went for my choice though, and I had no options. Like, I was looking for that. Where is that? So I didn't even get to choose this month. And it looks like I got all skincare. And it looks like I've gotten 2 products I've had before. So there's a Natasha Denona palette, which is already open. I didn't open this, but this is what it looked like. So that's fun. Oh, okay, I don't have this one. Actually, I don't. But I feel like I wouldn't use it.
Oh my god.
I put that I don't like naturals. Okay, so this is a carrot one. I got the pineapple one. By Saturday Skin, it's a face mask. No, it's a cream. Okay, no, I'm happy. They sent me a cream. I'm happy. See, I don't like change. I just don't like change. Ooh, a cream highlighter in Meta. Is it gonna be blue? Like, of course, the one thing they don't give me basics in this highlighter. It's probably not blue. Oh my god. What if it's blue? Yeah, I want to look dead, of course. Okay. I can't even test it out for you, wait. Oh, it's not blue at all, okay. But it's also too dark. See? It's darker than my skin. And I put that on like the palest of pale option. But you know, honestly, I'll use it on my body. And it'll look cute. Like, I'll use it on my knees. It's pretty cute. It enhances texture, though. I'm trying to hurry, y'all. Full brow gel. Alright. Brow gel, that's nice. What color is it? Dark brown. Okay. Do you guys want me to use it? Oh, and I gotta use you face mask. And the cat approves of the box. She's very, very happy as soon as I cleared it out. That's what she wanted.
It's simple, really. Security. All because I said I personally do not have a preference on a lady's body count.
Body count doesn't determine how much good relations you've had. Like, the reason I have such a high body count, like, it's okay if you have it just because you were wild and out there and wanted to do things with everybody. Totally cool. And the reason I did is because I couldn't find men that could please me, and I kept trying until I found some that could please me.
Really? Oh, okay. Let me sink that in. She did a high body count because she couldn't find a man to please her. That's sad that she felt like a body. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop having sex, people.
And the thing is, the dude that pleased me the most had one partner before me. And how I found this out is we did not have the whole how many people have you been with conversation. No, we like to talk about what we did with other people to maybe get ideas on new things to, like, keep it spicy, even though it was already so spicy. He just wanted to get it spicier and spicier to make sure I was always thrilled. And I noticed that he kept naming the same lady, and I was like, was she amazing? Is she like the best person you've been with? Do I need to meet her? And he was like, she's the only person I've been with. You're the best. And I was like, that's not what I wasn't like fishing for that. And he was like, no, I'm serious. She didn't really want to experiment. And I was like, how have you been with so few people? He was like, because I used to be really down on myself and believe nobody would ever want me, so I just locked myself in my house for a few years. He's like, but I spent a majority of like my 18-year-old year reading books on how to please the feminine form. And I'm telling you, man's had me on the floor, like convulsing with just his hands so often. I literally, without nails, cannot do to myself the things he would do to me. I don't understand what he would do, but it was incredible. He had been with one person before me and did not have the biggest thing. He just cared about me feeling good. If you care about your partner feeling good and you're willing to learn, I don't think
that your partner, not some rando body that you're gonna bang.
I think you're not gonna be the best, because not many dudes do that. How many dudes do you know read like a few things until they learned how to find the CLIT? Did you? Not OP in the video. Other dudes that are watching this that are like, no, body count matters. A lot of dudes want a high body count to be cool. A lot of feminine people don't necessarily want a high body count, but they're trying to find somebody good in bed. The higher the body count, the more like not good in bed people she's probably been with. Or they have probably been with. Or he has probably been with. This applies to anybody, honestly. Like, there's a reason you didn't want to settle down with somebody that was so hot. Like, maybe it's because they just laid there. All I hear when a man says he's worried about a body count is that he's not good in bed. Also, I think you ladies should follow this dude that I have stitched. He seems pretty awesome.
Where are we going bra shopping today? Do you have any examples or tips on how you have these conversations comfortably? I want to, but get so embarrassed. I'm so confused. Like, there's just things thrown together.
Don't make a noise. Look bored. If he gets angry, then you know that's not somebody you want to date. He's a good person, then he'll be like, oh, are you not enjoying yourself? Could I do something better? Show me what you want. These conversations are a great way to find out whether or not your partner cares about your feelings at all. If they can't even care about your pleasure in the bedroom, they're not going to care about your happiness anywhere else in life. Remember that. And it's not embarrassing to find out whether or not somebody truly...
Why are you such about sex? Especially supposedly being incest and being like things happening. Like, you really need, I'm really curious. Like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, I guess half the people say get away from me and the other half are like, that's my job, that's how I'm gonna live. Like, I'm so confused.
Cares about what you need and what you want. I feel like the concept that these conversations are embarrassing was created so dudes didn't have to try and they could only focus on what they wanted and getting their needs met easier with little effort. What's embarrassing is men being annoyed by the idea of cuddling and touching before getting their needs met. What's embarrassing is a man rather you fake it than be honest with him. Just lay there, don't make...
Which is why self-diagnosis is actually very important, because
Someone says, if your ADHD Ritalin doesn't feel like meth, it has the opposite effect.
Which is why self-diagnosis is actually very important, because I was told as a child I was too pretty to have autism by various types of people.
No, you were not. Who the fudge told you you were too pretty to have autism? No.
Being tested by. Well, my parents were told. I was just sitting there, obviously. I've been diagnosed with BPD, CPTSD, and ADHD, which is the most common top 3 combo misdiagnoses for people with autism that are female. And the medicine for ADHD doesn't work on me. So, it could totally be a misdiagnosis. But at the end of the day, I really can't afford to go get diagnosed and get a brain scan and all that other shit you need. And for what I have read and what I have heard, there's no medication. There's no cure for autism. There's no nothing other than in very small select situations, a few things that will help you deal. A diagnosis can keep me from being able to adopt or do foster care, which I do want to do. And
oh no, please don't. Don't. No. I'm not comfortable. I know it's not my position. I'm just saying, I don't feel comfortable with you fostering and or adopting. I don't see a baby or a child in your care. And I feel like there should not be. I'm sorry, in my opinion.
I will look regular when I want to do that. My makeup is a choice. I'd like to remind y'all, I'm not talking to you. I think you're... Hell, if I have my own kid, my autism diagnosis could be used against me if I went through a custody battle. So I keep stating the
she already thinking about a custody battle. Girl.
diagnoses I have, because self-diagnosis causes a whole lot of problems for the people that believe it makes them special to have autism and other people just want to be quirky. When having a meltdown in the middle of Walmart because the lights are too bright and people are surrounding you isn't quirky at all. It's not fun at all, but it happens to me all the fucking time. I'm not the type of person to yell at people for being near me. I'll just make really loud, like, upset noises and run out of the aisle, obviously. But yeah, my life is really difficult, and ADHD medication did absolutely fucking nothing for me. And it really sucks. But at the end of the day, there's so many reasons for me not to get diagnosed, and there's so many reasons for me not to claim what I think I have, because,
It's like, Heather, there's a reason why I don't want to get diagnosed. Keep hiding from the truth. So you're scared. You know that there's something there. And you're just scared what they're going to say because you don't want it to be pretty much on paper, like, confirmed. But you want to foster and adopt kids? No, thank y'all.
Sucks. But at the end of the day, there's so many reasons for me not to get diagnosed, and there's so many reasons for me not to claim what I think I have, because, you know, people think it's special. Some people think that other people think it's cool. I promised my roommate I will go grocery shopping with him today, because we share food in this fucking house, and,
Okay, so the guy or person, whatever we see every now and then, that's your roommate? Okay. Was this like a friend first? I'm curious how they met each other. I want to see her house. I'm nosy. I want to see her house, because I feel like it's probably a decent freaking house.
I'm not bringing you all with me because he's with me, but next time I go grocery shopping by myself, you guys will come with me. I'll be on later. I'm so sorry. I know I said I would start. I'll give you guys 10 minutes before I leave. All right, how's that? I'll be there in a second. I love you. Hey. The average person who naturally lacks armpit hair is a child. If that's your man's preference, I would be...
Girl, shut up. Shut up about fucking men. And like, it is so crazy to me. Why does everything, like, you have a problem. Everything revolves around sex or men. Like, why? Why in the world do you think women shave their armpits for men? I don't know who you are, but girl, I've been fucking shaving my armpits before I even liked guys. Are you kidding me? I shave for myself. That is so weird to, like, automatically assume women shave because of guys. Nah, bro, I just don't want hair in my shit. Like,
Concerned. The average person who naturally lacks armpit hair is a child. If that's your man's preference, I would be concerned.
I used to bleach my skin in an attempt to look like this. Oh gosh. Someone commented and said, "You do know men such as myself have also experienced things like this. I know it's terrible and is an active issue, but ignoring the men who went through it."
And the only time y'all talk about it is when a woman is talking about her experience. When a woman is calling out the creepy...
Oh my gosh. Maybe because they're like, oh, I can relate too. Why is it only you? Are you the only person who is allowed to be treated and done this way and have that trauma? Like, a lot of people don't like to talk about it. So if someone talks about it and brings it up and someone went through the same thing, then they may feel a little more comfortable, vulnerable to be like, oh, you know what, actually, me too, you know? What the... I mean, do you seriously, honestly think that people who have been assaulted freaking just bring it up out of the blue and want to talk about it 24/7?
Of men, you want to talk about how you've been through something anonymously. The predator is still out there walking and hurting other people, and you are planning to do nothing about it because real men don't go through that, so I can't talk about it. You're upholding...
You are being a hypocrite because in your video you said that you won't talk. Actually, a few videos you said you won't talk about it. You won't give details. I'm still confused who the hell your mama and daddy is. You showed us who your mom was, but then you said my birth mom, and then you were talking about your dad, and then, like, who... Make it make sense. These are way too many videos I'm going through, and I have, again, more questions than answers. And she really aggravates me. Like, sometimes she's okay, like, okay, whatever, but sometimes she's... I don't know if she's trolling, but I think she's mostly just really needs help.
Victim blaming by refusing to raise awareness for others and call out your predator. You want to sit here and mince words.
Who is your predator? I'm sorry that I'm I'm not letting her talk, but it's just that who is your predator? You won't tell us nothing about yours, but you're gonna be on this guy about it, like.
Statistically, 90% of predators are men. And if you want to change those statistics, you guys have to come forward. Because I believe it could be wrong. There could be a higher percentage of women than we know. But the reality is you're not coming forward and talking about it unless it's anonymously. Again, as I said, when a woman is talking about her experience with the worst of men. Which ultimately makes me believe you're trying to get her to delete the post because you don't like awareness being raised against creepy men.
Oh my gosh.
When it's 90%, it is gendered. And the reality is, even if we did change the percentage, if men started coming forward, it would change from 90% to 80%. Y'all even do this when gay men talk about it. Y'all do this when feminine people talk about it. You do this to anybody that's not another straight, manly man. Hell, when it came out that Johnny Depp was pretty ranted and liked children, y'all went really silent instead of defending Amber and being like, oh, maybe she was defending herself. Maybe it...
I've never heard... I don't know if anyone else has heard of that, but I've never heard of him liking kids.
Was reactive. And anytime a man that's not famous has been through something, you tell him to man up and that couldn't have possibly happened to him, or if he wasn't so weak or something like that. When I see people...
Maybe, I feel like this is what you would tell somebody. This is what you would tell someone if they told you their experience. Pretty much like this person was saying, yeah, something like that happened to me. And this is how... That's sad. Like, you supposedly had this happen to you, but in one video, you said that you hope it happens to someone's kid, and then you want it all to be about you. And whenever someone else speaks up, especially a male, you want to just badger him and minimize what he went through. And I don't know why. It seems to me just because he is as you think, a straight male. Like, you don't make any sense. Like, sadly, this is why people wonder and question people whenever they claim and yell stuff like that.
When I see people defending women predators, it's usually men saying they would have felt lucky if their teacher had done that with them. They would have felt lucky if their aunt or their mom or their sister or their cousin or...
No, you're disgusting. I'm being so loud. I'm sorry. That's so gross. See, in my head, I'm thinking, I feel like that's what you would be thinking. Like, did you want your mom or sister or brother or cousin or aunt or uncle or grandpa or granny to do something to you? Why would you think someone else would want that upon themselves? That is weird. Like, your thinking is off. And it's very, as people say, sus.
Whomever, their grandma, they would have been lucky to lose their V card at 13 years old to some old ass person that should not have been doing that to them.
That's so gross.
I genuinely don't understand how a survivor would get mad at another survivor for not wording their...
What a hypocrite. That's exactly what you're doing right now. You're getting mad at somebody from their experience. Are you kidding me?
experience with men properly. If you can find as many comments of feminine people defending predators as you do men defending predators.
Oh my gosh. Oh my fudging gosh. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the fuck you're talking about. All that matters is something happened to this person, and stop trying to take that away from him, and he has the right to feel however he wants to feel. Stop minimizing what he went through. Well, honestly, it just shows how much of a hypocritical fucking nasty bitch she is.
Please tag me in them. I'd love to see it. I'd love to be proven wrong. And when it comes to those that have been victimized, becoming the victimizer, it's usually men that do that, which is why I think you want this post deleted.
My God.
Because in order for you to gain your power back, you might just do to others what has been done to you, right?
Maybe that's what you do, because that's how you are apparently fucking thinking. My gosh. This is why people don't speak up, by the way. This is why some people just keep it to themselves.
I could be wrong, but I don't understand why else you would be acting in this manner, unless you're just lying. Or you're just completely one-sided and only see things through your lens, and you don't have empathy for any other victims other than yourself and other men.
You literally just described yourself right there. That was all you. You were literally talking about yourself. We are not cisgender chest feeders or birthing people. We are women. Stop reducing us to a costume men can wear.
Hi, babe. I think you're a little confused and...
Oh, yeah. Oh, let's see how many times I'm gonna pause this, because I feel like she's gonna say some stupid shit.
I don't really understand why you're offended, other than you don't understand what these things mean.
Offended? I'm really gonna try to learn tongue, but it's gonna be really aggravating, because I agree with that post. I agree with that post. Don't fucking call me a breeder, bitch. I'm a fucking mom. I gave birth to my kids. Like, do not.
This means you identify as the gender you are assigned to at birth. This means you do not identify with the gender you are assigned to at birth. Chest feeder applies to trans men and a few non-binary AFAB people. Gosh. AFAB means assigned female at birth.
Do you see how aggravating this is? I'm sorry. Like, y'all can call me ignorant, stupid, but I don't care. Like, I will never sit down and try to learn this, because I've actually watched videos of people trying to explain all of this shit, and when it comes down to it, they always get stooped. They contradict themselves, and they don't know what they're talking about. Like, it just stop. Like, there's male and female, and then you could be gay or straight or bi. Like, it stop switching shit up. Nowadays, people want to be fucking cats and dogs on leashes outside. I am not doing it, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I think that's okay.
Not every single person that gives birth identifies as a woman. Trans women who take the medicine in order to be able to lactate in order to breastfeed their children do not call it chest feeding. Trans men who have given birth and chest feed call it chest feeding. Also, very sad fact, but in the 1920s, gay men were given estrogen in order to keep them from having relations, because it prevented them from being able to get it up, because it was illegal to be gay during that time. Which means you're so much safer in a room full of trans women than you would ever be.
Bitch, don't you even fucking dare. I am not trying. Don't you try me. I'm not trying to make anyone mad, but you don't need to make me mad either. Don't bring that shit around here, especially whenever I got fucking kids. I got girls. Don't you fucking sit here and say people are safer around trans. What? Have you fucking seen what's been going on? What's been happening to these kids? Because first, y'all just wanted it to be a bathroom thing, which is disgusting and ridiculous, and it's fucking disturbing that places even did that. And look at you now. Y'all just want to fucking take over everything. I'm gonna get a lot of heat in the comments.
In a room full of cisgendered men. These terms exist to differentiate between cisgender people and trans people, which is what people like you have been asking for, is for differentiation. Just like you are not evil for not being a stereotypical woman and working out 5 hours a day at the gym, nobody else is evil for not wanting to be what they were assigned to at birth.
We weren't assigned to go to the gym 5 days a week. Is that what you just said? That's not what God made me do. God did not make me into someone to go to the gym 5 days a week. No. He did make me a woman, and that I am.
Is something in retrograde? Why do I feel like this? Why does everybody I follow feel like this? Like, feel stagnant, stale, bored, sick and tired, don't want to do anything. What is going on? Is it the moon? Is Mercury in retrograde? I don't know. What is going on? I need the astrology babes to explain to me why we're all so exhausted.
It's simple, really. I'm just better than you. That's my job to do what I want.
Someone said, what the fuck is wrong with your laughing? To my subscribers, I found out a mod was muting y'all. I got rid of them. I'm so sorry. Some people are so fake. Literally, that's probably why subscriber only chat was so quiet. When your super Christian aunt and uncle want nothing to do with you because you inherited what you helped pay for, and they thought they were getting a free ride through your mama's. So you're trying to say that they don't want anything to do with you because you didn't give them anything that your mom left behind when she passed? If it was a man, men walk around shirtless daily.
My dad was all about normalizing adults being nude in front of us when we were children. And my dad was a P3TO, allegedly. In my experience, the fact that you aren't concerned for that little boy says a lot. Also, all the people I see bringing their children to the unclothed beach usually do it on Sundays, and they're always wearing big dangly crosses.
Oh my gosh, get the hell out of here. And also get the hell out of here with the men men have to wear shirts. Are you kidding me? Have you seen the way that you're dressed? Have you seen that top that you've been wearing all these days straight in a row? Look, and you pull your shorts up 20 times so your butt cheeks are hanging out. And you're trying to say guys and men or boys, they're not allowed to walk around with their shirt off. They've always done that. It's hot. Most of the time they're working and they're fucking doing something. They're not fucking females. They don't have to cover their ninnies. What the hell?
This is actually a serious issue in America. As somebody that goes to the unclothed beach and had to stop going specifically on Sundays because there were children there.
Why would you be going to an unclothed beach if you're so disgusted by people and you think that people only want certain things from you? Why would you go there? And again, I really don't believe the whole kids and the crosses. Anything's possible because the world we live in is crazy as all get out.
All the time. Usually alone with their father or their grandfather. Occasionally a mother is present and she looks empty-eyed like she has like some type of Stockholm syndrome.
Did you call and report it? It's so crazy. That's so crazy that you are like so observant and you just know so much.
I am 100% convinced anybody normalizing strangers being unclothed in front of their children has horrendous plans for their...
Okay, unclothed? No. Nobody should be naked in front of kids. Like, that's a fucking given. But a guy wearing clothes but not a t-shirt, stop stretching. Someone said, my mom's retired. I see her every week. What's your point?
My new point is find something to be proud of other than your parents' successes. Seems how they're old enough to be retired, which means you're at least in your 20s. If not your 30s, based off your profile picture. Haha, I had rich parents. Haha, the government didn't take me away from my mom. Haha, I wasn't raised in a trailer. I'm just quoting you. Are you okay? Like, do you really have nothing to be proud of on your own to the point where you will bully people on the internet for possibly having a horrible childhood or losing out on their real parents? I'm living in a 3-bedroom house with marble floors. I'm not flexing, I'm just telling you. Being able to afford things doesn't mean your fucking place is clean. That's all the point was that...
No, exactly. No shit. We've seen that. That's what I've been saying, girl. Clean up the house. Take care of it.
...to be made. You can be spoiled all you want, but be fucking grateful instead of being like, oh yes, I'm so much better than you because of what I was born into. Okay, but what have you done? Who are you? What are your successes?
Why didn't you put that comment up? I don't see anything that this girl was bragging about being born rich, pretty much. Oh, I've heard you say that about yourself.
What have you done that made you feel proud of yourself? What have you done to make you feel proud about yourself? I'm very fucking curious because I hope it has nothing to do with OnlyFans or anything sexual. That made you feel good about yourself. Does this really make you feel good? Like, I guarantee you feel good for maybe 5 minutes and then you gotta go do it again because you feel like shit again. Maybe if you were nice to people, that good feeling you get after you act like this would last a lot longer. You're just deluding yourself and living in the past. You're not moving yourself forward. Please do better. Because you deserve to have your own successes. You deserve...
I feel like, again, she's reminding me of Heather. Like, here, take this fucking mirror because you're sitting here talking to this person who made a comment and you're not really talking about what they commented. I feel like she's talking to herself.
To feel good about yourself, but it's pretty hard to feel good about yourself when the only thing you have to be proud of is being raised in a wealthy environment or a clean one. And if you weren't raised rich and you were just like a peg above a trailer, I can see where your insecurities come from, but your mom having money wouldn't have made your life perfect, I promise you. And treating people in the way you were bullied as a kid isn't going to fix anything. It's just making you just like the people that made you so bitter and angry and insecure.
Hello TikTok, I sometimes think y'all need to hire me for like ideas for your live streams because you know how we can do polls? Well, you should also have polls in which people can vote with gifts. So people can vote multiple times in order for people to do goals that are also a poll. Because I was like thinking of doing like something fun for my subscribers for like getting 100k followers. So I was like, oh, I could do like a poll where they put a gift for what they're voting for, but I would have to keep track of that myself. And I'm not getting in a bathtub full of hot dog water if the poll isn't for gifts. Honestly, I was going to do a hot dog water bath or a...
That's so disgusting. That's so gross. I'm so curious, like, if anyone... I don't ever get on TikTok, but whenever I got on to check Xavier, I saw this thing, and I don't even know why, because I don't... She obviously, she's on TikTok, and I don't get on TikTok. So I suck. I can't catch I can't catch TikTok lives.
Be cool with bath or something else weird and gross for celebration of 100K.
Why would you want it to be weird and gross? Like, you're the one who picked it, and you want it to be weird and gross, like hot dog water. That's disgusting. And that's you.
Because I'm too busy doing shit like this on Animal Crossing.
What the fuck? Did she just say, oh my gosh, I can't even. You're disgusting. Okay, someone said, scary thing is that they actually think it's false because they genuinely don't understand what consent is and isn't. What? Who? I mean, who the fuck don't know what no means? I think most people know what they're doing.
A man not having a grasp of the concept of consent is actually a choice. We were all taught no means no when we wanted a snack and we asked again, and our mommy said, no means no. In middle school, I watched a program about how you will go to jail if you sleep with somebody that is too drunk. There were posters on the lockers that said no means no. And when it comes to men in my age group, they grew up on the Facebook era where every day women were posting about something a creepy man had done and explaining why you shouldn't do this. You can Google the definition of consent. You can Google the definition of coercion, rape by deception, all of these things.
Coercion.
We can't sit around and pretend men aren't seeing any of these posts, and only women and feminine people are seeing them because men are arguing in them a lot.
Oh my gosh, they don't even have to see the post. No means no. No is a full sentence. I mean, even if I don't understand. Like, this is so frustrating.
I had a man tell me if rape by deception was valid, then every single man on the planet is a rapist because every single man lies to get laid. And then when I said, so you believe all men, he was shocked. And he was like, no, that should just make you change your definition of what it is. Instead of, like, him changing to become a better person.
What?
Hell, men even claim 30-year-olds that grape people are just little boys trapped in grown men's bodies. That's not...
Hey, but look where understand where those people are coming from, and the little group that they're coming from, and what they're trying to claim. Like, we were just talking about this. This is why this is a very slippery slope, because I don't want to piss anyone off, but I'm not going to deny I'm not. But
Grape people are just little boys trapped in grown men's bodies. That's not a real man, that's a little boy. So they're saying they come out not caring about what other people want and only themselves. When a woman or a feminine person posts a picture of a man that has hurt them, a bunch of men will say, do you have video evidence? Where's the proof? Trying to get them to delete it. The people that claim they're supposed to protect us will literally protect a random stranger while also trying to watch your video of you getting assaulted and get off to it. Do not give them any more excuses like, oh, they just don't understand. They fucking understand, babe. This is who you become no matter what part of the industry you're in. Constantly being compared to somebody's daughter, niece, cousin, whatever, that's like 14, 12, 10. When you're 18, grown men threatening you and saying they're gonna hurt their infant if you don't dress up in a diaper and roll around the floor and gurgle with a
Shut up. Where do you find these people? This is my problem. You are who you hang around. Obviously, you're around them. How are they communicating with you? This is so disgusting. Like, I'm really starting to regret. I don't know if this was a good idea.
Fire in your mouth. When you're in times of crisis, the dudes that have been keeping the list of all the things you don't like, all of a sudden offering $500 that you really need to do all the things you have stated you hate. And that is the only time they're around with their money, is when you are ready to do things you don't want to do because you need the money that bad. It got to the point where I started to pretend I hated the things I liked so I could constantly be doing the things I liked. One night I made $800 and $600 of those dollars were for me to drink so they could try to get me to do things I don't like to do. And anytime drinks were on the table, I made more off of drinks and more.
So control. You tell them what you like and what you don't like, and then they pay you supposedly. This is weird. You need to go heal from whatever happened. I don't even know what happened with the whole incest, abuse, assault. I don't even know what it is. Weird.
Than any other nights. Anytime they could get me inebriated, I was making fucking bank. The last 10 years, I have made more off of substances than going, woo, or, oh. Yeah. A video of you by yourself, not talking, can make 10 sales. Yeah, if you describe it, every single thing you did in the most romantic way. Or you could say, I made this for you, daddy, and then all of a sudden you make 25 sales. You can make friends with a guy that seems totally cool with it and everything, but then all of a sudden you find out you're his corn star friend, even though you're an independent contractor working by yourself from home, to be cool to his friends. And then his friends will be asking you to see it because just anybody can see it online.
Look, I think if you're going to be, like, advocating for all of this, I think it's kind of weird and, like, hypocritical to be working in the sex industry.
I'll Venmo you $20 right now. Let me feel them. Or, no, I wouldn't pay for it, but I think you should show me them. Or I'm just going to Google them right now and show everybody right now. I'll figure it out. People leaving notes at your door. People finding your email or your phone number somehow and then sending you horrendous videos of people penetrating animals to the point where you're terrified.
Dude? I was wondering if you did that shit too. Oh, this is so disgusting. I didn't know I was gonna get this. I just want to know what the heck was going on. Like how did this person get this way? And this is a lot. This is disgusting.
Somebody's gonna steal your female cat and penetrate her to death. People threatening to unalive you. People doxing people and giving out their address, hoping somebody unalives them. Finding out people have ended up with a ton of viewers while choking on adult devices until they passed. Finding out those videos circulate on the dark web. People offering you hundreds.
Why is all this happening? You're around it. And why are you on the dark web? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't say anything about this because I'm sorry. She just has a wild imagination, or she had to definitely be around people like this. Very disturbing people, because she's a disturbing person herself.
People offering you hundreds of dollars for pictures of you when you were literally a minor, and then getting very angry when you tell them you would never do that. I was actually one of those people that could make like $100 an hour, if not $200 an hour, and I couldn't stomach the things in my chat room from mainly people who didn't spend money. I couldn't work because of how vile things got.
Imagine making your bed and then complaining that you have to lie in it.
So, imagine thinking there's a perfect job out there that will have zero complaints, ever.
Y'all know if you don't interact with triggering content, it stops showing up for the most part. If you want it gone, don't comment on it. Otherwise, you're perpetuating a cycle that becomes an excuse to go back to your old habits. That's exactly what you are doing, ma'am. That's what you're doing. Like in life and online. Okay, someone says, victim blaming. You literally picked the job. Stop feeling bad for yourself and change careers. Maybe develop a skill other than satisfying desires. Thank you. Thank you.
Sweetie, I never asked anybody to feel bad for me. I told people what comes with the job. I warned people that it can be traumatizing, especially if you start young. And that's not something people expect. It's pretty glamorized out here. Do you not like that the new generation is being given warning signs or red flags and a list of things not to do? So they
Just shut up, because no, I don't like this generation right now, and it's supposed to be our future, and it's being destroyed by people. Like, don't even. What else was I about to fucking say? Oh, then stop bitching and complaining and talking shit if you're gonna just keep doing the same shit.
can protect themselves. Being told you look like somebody's kid and then being told how badly that person wants to sleep with you isn't normal and shouldn't be normalized. It should not.
But yet you are surrounding yourself with people like that. You pretty much just told on yourself. I firmly believe you yourself go on the black web and you do those weird, creepy things that they request. That's why you know so much, and that's why you have so many examples, is because you've known it, you've seen it, you've gotten paid for it. That's disturbing. Stop complaining and bitching about something that you're not changing. You are literally doing this to yourself. If something happened in the past, you should have prayed about that and healed about that. And I know that takes freaking forever. Sometimes it never even goes away. But for you to add on to this weird ass shit, wow. You really just invited the devil to you.
Be expected to come with this job. Teenagers need to know rolling around in the floor on a diaper and fake crying and doing all this other weird shit is not saving lives. It's actually normalizing that behavior. And
so you are normalizing this behavior that you're bitching about. Make it make sense.
Minds of other people, and they're being groomed into making this content that makes them incredibly uncomfortable. Yes, there are some people that like making it. I'm not saying every single person making that content doesn't like it, but there are plenty of people that are literally begged to make it and told if they don't make it, something bad is going to happen to somebody's kid because they're the only person that looks like their kid. I was not prepared for that, and I think you're basically admitting to being awful and thinking that all this shit is completely normal due to our typical clientele. But I guarantee you're also a not all men type of dude. But then the second somebody says, hey, just so you know, creeps are rampant in this area of work, you're like, oh, what did you expect? Don't expect people to feel sorry for you. But I would also like to note the people that spend the most usually are the nicest people. Not everyone is a creep, obviously. Not everybody thinks like that. That's how I was able to stay in the industry, is because there are a lot of really nice people. I just...
Well, that contradicts what you've been saying there, ma'am.
Noticed all the shit along with the roses. Pretty...
Okay, let's see. I just want to see what a couple people are saying. I've done so much to not look as young as they like to imagine I am. I got told it looked like a little girl's, so I grew a landing strip and quit. Oh my gosh. That's so disgusting. Oh, she commented again. Just like any job, there are lines and rules. It shouldn't matter what the job is. She deserves respect. Yeah, if there's lines and rules, then don't cross the line. Don't cross the line. It sounds like you're crossing the line. What career doesn't satisfy desires what career doesn't satisfy desires if every job does just that? Been saying that for years, 100%. It's not saving people, it's fueling the fire. Ha ha. You are telling nothing but the truth, sis. Kudos to you for being honest. Why are you putting words in my mouth? That's so crazy because all of these people I don't agree with. It's so scary what's out in the world today.